Alright, so I am back with Ben, talking about the things we think will happen in the next season of Ahsoka, or maybe even just the Star Wars universe as a whole. So, the second theory that I have, I don't know if this has any real bearings on how anything will turn out, but, we saw all of the Nightsisters being loaded onto the Chimaera, and they were all in what appeared to be coffins. So we're kind of assuming that they're dead and going to be resurrected. But what if they're not actually dead? What if those are just like stasis pods and they're just kind of asleep because their civilization was essentially collapsing, their world was falling apart and everything, and in an effort to kind of save the people there, they put them into stasis pods so that they wouldn't have to expend resources or anything.
That sounds pretty interesting, and I think it could be that. Even if they're dead, and, they brought them back, I think there's a reason they're on Dathomir. Peridia seems like a pretty dead world, so I gather there's not much in the way of the Force there, at least in terms of drawing on it for the purposes of, like, the dark side.
Yeah, what they need it for.
Yeah, and because we don't really know how Night Sister magic works, maybe Dathomir is a much better conduit for that, because it's more alive, so to speak.
Yeah, which is funny, because it doesn't really look that alive when you see it in, like, the Clone Wars.
No, it doesn't. But it does seem like it seems ruined and primordial in a way, whereas Peridea, like, I know,
just seems dead.
Yeah, it seems dead. I think the gray sort of like Iceland look to it was very intentionally chosen. Actually, if you even go back to the concept art, that's what it looked like, and the screen matched it perfectly.
That's funny.
So
Dathomir is definitely, it's got kind of evil life on it. I'm just thinking back to freaking Jedi Survivor or Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah. And the magic seems more potent there. Like, I think like
and there's definitely life like there. I mean, there's creatures and things. Maybe not creatures you want to hang out with, but there are creatures there.
Very true.
So,
I think there's a strong possibility that they're stasis pods. Maybe the world died and the Great Mothers were the only ones there. Maybe some of the Nightsisters went to the main galaxy and they were supposed to come back and grab the rest of them.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool. I don't know if that's going to change the story at all, but I thought it was an interesting thing that, like, that would be kind of, a way to essentially resurrect the Nightsisters without, like, literally resurrecting them from the dead.
Yeah, I don't think it'll matter in terms of, like, how it impacts how the heroes approach the story. Yeah. It might throw in, like, a twist or something, but I think the way, even if it is different, it'll sort of impact the lore and, sort of give us more motivation for the mothers. And it would also explain why they needed Thrawn specifically. I mean, they need him to get back to the galaxy, obviously, because they don't have a hyperdrive, but the size of his ship seemed to matter, and getting all of those on board was a huge priority. And that doesn't necessarily prove that they're in stasis or not, but I do think that could be very interesting. Either way, some things are coming out of those pods, whether or not they were already alive or dead.
Something's coming out. I guess we did see in Jedi Fallen Order that in some way they can resurrect the Nightsisters, right? Because you had to fight a bunch of dead ones.
Yeah, but those were like, it felt like, those were sort of low-level zombies.
Yeah.
Since they didn't have like any sort of independent thought, or maybe a little, but not much.
Yeah. This kind of leads me into another one of my theories, or not theories, more just speculation. I want to hear your thoughts. Do we think that Merrick is coming back ever, or you think that was it? That we're getting nothing more on him or his backstory?
I don't think we'll get more on him specifically, but I think whatever that was a seed planted for later. I don't think that was there for no reason, and I don't think it was there just to explain the hint at the Night Sister magic, because he's not a zombie, because he did burst at the green flame gas stuff, but
he responded though, like he talked.
He spoke. He seemed. It's possible that the more you resurrect them, the more destroyed they become.
Their minds, like, or something,
deteriorated minds and bodies, because we saw.
Yeah, true.
The Death Troopers actually look like straight up zombies in the helmets.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, Merrick actually like had a line. I guess Enoch does as well. Do we think he's dead too? I don't know.
They could all already be dead, but less dead. As Princess Bride.
Yeah, mostly dead and more dead.
So it could be that, but I think it's more of a hint to future.
Yeah, what they're gonna do to future.
Yeah, because he didn't come back, like,
or something. Yeah,
Ahsoka cut through him or stabbed him or whatever, and he just died.
Yeah, that's true. Collapsed. But also, the magistrate Morgan Elsbeth really never had a chance to save him because they were out. They were gone.
You know what? That's true. Because in the final episode, they actually raised them again.
Yeah.
But they did stop them, and then they got raised again.
Well, I guess we're assuming those stormtroopers were dead before. Maybe they were alive and they just resurrected them.
Yeah, it could be the first time they were resurrected.
It could be.
So
maybe we'll find out in the next season. That'd be nice.
By the way, it required a Night Sister to do the resurrecting. It wasn't like a zombie they didn't cut off the head, so it was able to come back. It was more like they didn't cut off the head, but I don't know that would have stopped them from raising them or not. So could be. I think it'll matter in the future. I just don't know. I don't think Marok specifically will matter.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that does it for that second point that I had. We're going to be doing many more theory videos, so let me know down in the comments some of your theories. Stay tuned and catch us next time for some more Star Wars Ahsoka theory content. I'm Keegs. Have a good day.